Are you listening?
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Running Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Big Mike. I am joined, as always, by my brother, Sped Rock. What's going on, Sped Rock?
Man, chilling, enjoying a Friday, and actually, it's been nice weather-wise. It's going to be nice and cool up here in PA for once, and it's not going to kill me.
It's nice and cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of where it's not nice and cool, we do have some special guests from here down in the South in God's country. Herb and Rodg from the Herb and Rodg Podcast. What is going on, Herb? How you doing tonight?
I'm trying to figure out a way to turn on Rodg sometime to this. So, like, where are the steel chairs? Like, where are we keeping that stuff at?
Okay, I misread that because it says I'm about to turn on. Like you're trying to turn on. I just misread that completely.
Yeah,
so
you did.
I thought you were trying to. Yeah.
It doesn't say I'm about to turn Rodg
begins.
on. Only Sydney.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
See.
Long day.
And
long day.
I typed it like 3 times. I was like, somebody is gonna miss this. And look,
hey, I was somebody
into the show.
And it's Rodg that misreads it. Speaking of Rodg, we also have Rodg from the Herb and Rodg Podcast. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing fantastically splendid on this beautiful Friday evening, and it's not cool here, like Sped mentioned. It's triple. I think it was around 98, 99 today.
78.
It is what it is, man. It's
Texas. Not the heat, it's the humidity.
Did you get off the mountain? Like, is that 78 on the top of the mountain, or?
It was 81 in Harrisburg itself and 78 on the mountain. Yeah.
So that's an added thing he has. He lives on top of a mountain, so it's always a little bit cooler up there. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. He has a little bit of an advantage that way.
Yeah. I love it.
But speaking for all of us who are still in summer and still hot, it is the hottest party of the summer, SummerSlam, and we do explain SummerSlam to Herb and Rodg. You guys saw it back when we had WrestleMania. We did kind of the same show with Herb and Rodg. You guys loved it. We loved it. We had a lot of fun doing it. So obviously we had to bring it back for the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. For those who don't know, Herb and Rodg are what they call casual fans. They don't watch every week. They watch, most of the PLEs. Herb, I think you've watched every PLE. Rodg, I know you've watched a lot of them.
I've watched some of them.
You've seen every one of them.
Yeah.
I know Herb normally texts me, hey, what time's the show coming on tonight, so he can watch each PLE each month. So they keep up with it some, but not every day. So they want the stories coming into the biggest event of the time period right now. So that's what we're here to do. Give them a little insight. They're going to make some picks. Obviously, hopefully you tuned in last night to see our picks, me and Sped, with Mike and Mike. Mike Norton and Michael from Kicking At It too. We did our heat check picks for that beautiful crown behind Sped's head there. And then you guys will obviously, because I know you love to compete against each other, we'll make just regular picks and see who comes out on top between the two of you.
Gotcha.
I know you're going to ask me anyway, who wins?
I barely pay attention when I'm talking. Like, I definitely don't pay attention when Rodg is talking.
Damn.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you don't pay attention when I'm talking. I was like, that's fair. So I don't pay attention when I'm talking either. So who knows what comes out of my mouth.
When Mike's talking, I kind of hear blah, 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 Herb. And I'm like, okay, my turn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what everybody else hears too. So it's kind of like the teacher from Charlie Brown. I'm like, womp, 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 womp. So yeah, I'm used to it. Living life with Sped. That's kind of what happens.
Hey, listen, that's me.
The hottest podcast on YouTube. That is the Herb and Rodg Podcast.
Hey, that's me. Actually, I think it's their podcast, right? That's what she's talking
about. Not
yet.
They haven't debuted yet. Make sure you tune in. Lady Alpha and our friend Autumn are starting their own wrestling podcast.
Yeah,
the Wrestling
Lucha
Divas
Ladies,
podcast. Right? Something like that. The Wrestling Divas. It means the same thing.
Lucha Ladies are actually going to events and wrestling as they do the podcast.
That
may be part of it.
That's pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Lady Alpha, there you go. There's an idea for the podcast right there.
She said, I hate this Herb guy.
And we have Kat from the Herb and Rodg Podcast, a frequent visitor of their podcast as well. What's going on, Kat? Half of the Alpha Pools. Lady Lady Alpha being the other half of the Alpha Pools from the Herb and Rodg Podcast. So SummerSlam. How excited are both of you guys for SummerSlam in general? I mean, are you familiar with anything going on? First and foremost, Herb, we'll start with you.
Yes, I followed a little bit more going into this one, so I can already say, tomorrow night there's my wife's birthday party, so I'm going to be missing a lot. And I looked at the card, and it feels like if I was going to miss a night one would be the one to miss, and I'm way more excited already.
Yeah, I could say that. There's a lot bigger matches on Sunday. Almost every match is a stipulation match, which is a gimmick match or something kind of weird thrown into it. So, and they're all championship matches on Sunday. So you're right in that respect. And also, happy birthday, Britt, Herb's wife. Birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to Britt. Her birthday party is tomorrow. Birthday is actually next week, but birthday party's tomorrow. So happy birthday to her. Mm-hmm. And Raj, what about you? Are you excited for SummerSlam? Do you have any idea going into it?
As a casual fan, I'm somewhat excited about this. I would say on a scale of 10 being extremely ecstatic, I'm around a 4.5, maybe a 5. I know back when I was younger, SummerSlam was one of the big events.
Also his height.
Yeah.
4, maybe 5.
Okay. That was bad.
We got a new follow.
I know when I was younger and I was a bigger fan, it was one of the bigger events of the year, especially obviously in the summer. But looking forward to some of the matches. And to Herb's point, surprisingly, I'm assuming that day 2 this Sunday is going to be the bigger of the two. But still, I think the level of excitement is going to be there on Saturday and Sunday. So I am looking forward to it.
Let's do it.
Yep. So we will kick off on night 1, and I'll ask you too, Sped, just so you don't feel left out. Are you excited for SummerSlam coming up this weekend? Yes, you're still part of the show. You can't just take a nap. You have to be included.
Yeah, I am. Happy homemade pie day.
What's up, Zach?
What up?
Appreciate you coming in. The new follower over there on Twitch as well.
Hell yeah, homemade pies. I want a homemade pie.
Isaiah in as well. Normal viewer of the show. Appreciate you coming in, Isaiah. And so yes, are you excited for SummerSlam, Sped?
Yeah, I am. I'm more excited for the real Night of Champions, this weekend versus what the hell we got at Night of Champions in Riyadh. So, yes.
You're just excited because Dom's on night 2. That's all.
Yes, I am. And I'm going to be right with 2 freaking picks.
Is Dom resting? I thought he was hiding out.
Hey, no, he got cleared a week or 2 ago, and they got made official. Him and AJ Styles are going to be for the IC title on Sunday night.
You guys gonna root for the Bulldog, huh?
I don't know who the Bulldog is, so
that's AJ Styles.
That's
AJ.
When you say Bulldog, I'm thinking Georgia football.
I'm thinking British Bulldog. I'm like, he's still around? Whoa.
No.
AJ Styles is from Georgia. That's why he said that.
I was unaware. My apologies.
That's why we're here. Look, you've already learned one thing tonight. So if nothing else, we have done our job. We have taught you one thing about a wrestler that you didn't know. So thanks for everybody for tuning in. Have a great night.
Go home.
No, we will still go every night. And we'll start out with night 1. Obviously, the less exciting of the two, as you have heard from all of our panelists. Kicking off with the women's tag team titles, you have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne. They're on the left of the Judgment Day. On the right, you have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. So a little backstory. The Judgment Day have been around for years now. I'm sure you've heard them. Used to have Rhea Ripley involved. She is no longer there. Got taken her place by Liv Morgan, who is now hurt. So kind of Roxanne is taking her place now in the Judgment Day, teaming with Raquel. And then you have Alexa and Charlotte, who are 2 veterans who like each other but don't like each other, are friends but aren't friends, will they, won't they kind of thing. But 2 great veterans, probably Hall of Famers. Charlotte's a definite Hall of Famer. I would say Alexa is too.
Oh, yeah.
Going for the tag team champions, which again, the Judgment Day are champions right now, and they will go head to head. Sped, anything you want to add before they ask questions and make their picks?
Just don't bet against Charlotte. Right? It's the one woman you don't bet against in WWE.
Although she did lose her match the last time we talked about this at WrestleMania. Charlotte obviously wrestled Tiffany Stratton and lost that match.
She don't lose 2 championship matches like that in a row. And this is tag, and I can see it happening.
All right, so I'll start with you, Raj, this time. What's your interest level of this match? Any questions or anything?
Interest level, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not too high on this match, for the simple fact that I'm not too familiar with the backstory, even though you just provided it to me, which I appreciate. But
Raj said I wasn't listening when you gave the backstory.
I was actually listening. I mean, prior to Mike's backstory, I didn't know too much. But since Sped said don't bet against Charlotte Flair, I'm going to bet against Charlotte Flair, and I'll take Perez and Rodriguez.
Good.
All right, going for the champions.
Yes.
Herb, any thoughts, comments, questions?
No. I mean, I guess I've only seen Flair a couple times, and I haven't been impressed with her. But I don't know. I'm just looking at this poster and listening to what you said, and I just don't feel like I can go against Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. So I am picking them to win this match and become the new champions.
Can we please?
And I'll say, since they have made this team together with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, Charlotte looks like a different competitor. She looks like she's having fun. She looks like she's more energetic. She's a little rejuvenated. What you saw at WrestleMania was kind of a shell of herself.
Okay.
She was going through a lot of stuff personally, things like that too. So there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well. But she looks like she's having fun again. And that's who Buddy Alpha's referring to when she says new phase. She loves that tag team, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. So
I'm down with it.
Yeah, definitely. I actually also picked Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss when we did our predictions last night. If you didn't get a chance to watch, make sure you go check it out.
I didn't finish watching because I was like, I'm not going to let these people influence my pick, so I'm going to go in blind with it. So I put you guys on there and gave it. Hey, what's up, Rinsky? How you doing, man?
What's going on, brother?
What
Appreciate
up?
you coming in, man. I mean, that's a real nice way of saying you just didn't want to finish watching the show, and I appreciate you putting some context to not wanting to watch the show, but that's fine.
I'm sorry. Did Raj even log in last night to the show, or was it just me? Oh, okay. So if
it says Herb and Raj, so I don't know who it is.
Damn.
Because it says Herb and Raj on the graphic. It doesn't say just Herb.
Uh-huh.
I don't use my phone that much on Thursdays anyway.
Wow.
Okay. Next up is one of the matches I'm most looking forward to. Obviously, I know you guys know because I've talked about it. I'm a huge Karrion Kross fan. We have Karrion Kross taking on Sami Zayn. Kross continues his crusade, trying to turn people over to the dark side, bringing out their true colors, kind of going against a lot of the good guys in there, trying to make them show that they're not as good as they pretend to be. Kind of the same situation here. Sami Zayn has been a good guy for a while. They actually had a match at that Night of Champions event that Sped mentioned earlier, where Sami Zayn won. Karrion Kross has won a match since then that they had on Monday Night Raw. So they kind of have a one-to-one thing. So this is kind of the rubber match. Anything you want to add, Sped?
It's gonna be righteous afterwards. Right? That's all I gotta say.
You need to explain because the guys we have on here have no clue what you mean.
Well, that's gonna ruin the surprise though. They're gonna be like, oh god, well the other people, everyone else is watching. All right, so
everybody else that's watching probably watched this last night and know what you mean.
Yeah, okay, so I personally think there's gonna be two new people coming into WWE. Right? Do I think they're gonna keep their names that they were before? No, so I don't want to say, right now. But it's perfect fit for Karrion Kross, right? He's the devil, like that T-shirt says, right? Yeah, the devil, right? It mixed in with holier than thou guys, and these guys they cut great promos, and they're biblical, they're great, they're beautiful, it's amazing. I love
the whole righteous part is they are a tag team right now in the company they're in, or they were in. They're named the Righteous. That's where the reference comes from.
Yes, yeah.
We don't think they'll be called that in WWE because WWE likes to change the names
everything
when somebody comes in.
Yeah.
But that's what he means by it will be righteous. I know you guys didn't get that at first.
I was a little off.
My bad.
Herb, we'll start with you on this one. Any comments, thoughts, questions?
No, I mean, I was always going to pick Karrion Kross because I know you liked him and you've been talking about him forever. And I've never seen him wrestle. So this is
Wow.
kind of one of those. I'm really excited to see what happens there. But no, I mean, I was even though Mike tried to sell me out a few minutes ago, I'm still backing him, and I'm going with Karrion Kross.
Well, I appreciate that. And I would expect nothing less from such a benevolent friend.
Oh my goodness!
Herb.
What the guy who said he'll turn incoming over there? It's like the benevolent.
Raj, what are your thoughts? Do you have any questions?
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna align with Herb on this one. I'm gonna also take Karrion Kross to win the match. I think he's gonna be totally crossed out and just beat up this other guy here. So,
All right. Well, in a twist, I actually picked Sami Zayn to win.
I think I was the only
one. Oh, well, why did you?
I was the only one.
The totally crossed out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard. I
It was a bad joke.
We've got a whole show. You'll get it back. Yeah,
so, Mike, you picked Zayn.
Nobody's perfect. I did. Unfortunately, okay. I went more with my head than my heart on that one when I picked it, and went against my heart, unfortunately, because I think that's the way the story's going to go. Because Karrion Kross has lost a lot of these matches, kind of blow-off matches, but he ends up getting what he wants in anyway. Even in a loss, sometimes that brings out what he's been looking to try to bring out of the person he's going against.
Okay.
And they actually turn to that darker side to get the win. So that's one of the reasons I think it will end up being Sami Zayn. So,
all right.
And before we go, Lady Alpha is letting you know she's going to be keeping up with your picks, just so
gotcha.
You can keep updated to see who wins.
I guess if you need somebody to come in last, I got you, Lady Alpha.
You guys see someone
Sammy took a beating last week, so she thinks Sammy's going to win.
If you need someone to come in last in fantasy football,
evening, Kim.
What's going on, Kim? Appreciate you coming in.
I guess it is time for us to set up our fantasy football league, huh?
No, I mean, it's getting there. They just had the Hall of Fame game last night. So
fantasy football.
I don't know if anybody watched it. So and now on to the match that everyone is excited for. The debut of Jelly Roll in a wrestling ring. So I'll ask you before we even get into the match, seeing that musical sensation Jelly Roll is going to be involved in the match, does that make you excited for this match? As a casual fan, does that give you any excitement seeing that match, hearing that Jelly Roll is involved? I see you shaking your head, Rod, so obviously I'm going to say the answer is no for you.
No. Go ahead, Herb, since you
I was going to say,
I said Raj.
Yeah, go ahead. No. Herb, go ahead.
My bad, Mike.
No, because I noticed.
I said Raj.
No, well, you asked, so I said I just answered your question. You said, "Well, I didn't know."
I just feel like whenever I see like somebody like this, whether it was I Show Speed, whatever, somebody like a celebrity or famous person wrestling, I always wonder about their wrestling technique and if it's going to affect some of the other wrestlers. Because I mean, I've seen Jelly Roll on social media getting a few mix-ups with a few guys, but as far as just like how good of a wrestler he's going to be, and I don't even know how much wrestling he's actually going to do in this match, but I always wonder if it's going to affect the overall match. Is he going to botch up something? Is he going to mess something up and hurt himself or possibly hurt somebody else? So to answer your question, I'm not too excited about that. But I just wanted to see the match go over smooth. So,
Herb, are you excited to see Jelly Roll make his in-ring debut?
Not at all. But I've actually seen him hit a couple moves. I guess like a slam out there and a couple things already. So I guess they're at least trying to get him to do something. But no, when I first heard it announced, I was like, "Are they kidding me?" Or what?
Yeah. How does Jelly Roll fit into all this? Like, what is his whole like the storyline with this?
So he made an appearance. He's been a wrestling fan his whole life. He's been at a couple of shows. He was actually at WrestleMania, I think, just in the crowd. I think he may have got in the ring just to say some words or something like that. It was billed as a concert that he was going to do at a show. And Logan Paul comes out, interrupts the concert and insults him. So that was kind of the beginning of the feud, was Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. And then Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre kind of got put with it. Like you said, to put some actual wrestlers into it so Jelly Roll doesn't have to do a lot, which is the whole reason it's a tag team. In Jelly Roll's defense, he has been training very hard for at least I know of probably about 6 months. He's been down at the PC down in Orlando. He is training with some of the other big wrestlers, things like that, to try to get at least some basic movements involved. So he is at least putting in the work for right now. But I am with you. That this match doesn't excite me as I won't say diehard fan, but as a more experienced fan, because nothing I've seen from Jelly Roll says that it's going to be a great match with him.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping, much like you both said, I hope it's dominated mostly by the other three gentlemen, and then maybe he comes in at the end and hits something and maybe gets a win or something like that.
Yeah.
Sped, do you have anything to add? I know that we kind of covered a lot of it.
I'd rather see Pete Rose take another tombstone.
What?
Which is something that's happened in the past. Obviously, I know you guys watched a long time ago. You may have seen that or not.
Yeah, I mean, so I'd rather watch Pete Rose do that again. Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. In again, going to be just a tag team match. You guys have any other questions, comments, thoughts? Herb, we'll start with you.
I wasn't gonna even sing. I was like, Cotton Candy, Sweetie, roll. I am rooting for Jelly, roll. And I might regret that, but I am going to pick.
I was about to do it.
At least we've got our clip for the show, so I like that. That's always
I was dancing with it too until he hit the jelly roll, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm picking that one. Just because I don't know. I've never been a Logan Paul fan, and I don't know. I'd like to see if he's going to come out here and make a debut. And I feel like he's been training a little bit. I see he's lost a little weight too as well. I'd like to see him out here make a good debut. So I'm going with them.
Same.
We haven't picked yet. Lady Alpha Herb just picked Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. And Raj, who would you pick?
I'm gonna go with the same. I feel like why would you bring Jelly Roll to this event and let him wrestle if they're not going to win anyway? Unless Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are going to lose and then they team up again somewhere down the line. But I think for this specific match, I'm going to go ahead and go with Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
I feel like Raj should have to sing it. That's not fair.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I can't do as good as you did.
So the only other reason I could think of for Jelly Roll to be in this is for Drew McIntyre to kick him in the face. And that's what I'm hoping for. All right? Drew McIntyre coming out of nowhere and kicking Jelly Roll in the face. It'd be the greatest thing ever.
Well, and so SmackDown tonight, which is on currently. So if you see me looking away, I'm currently watching SmackDown as well.
That's on my
They actually just had it's on the USA Network. But they had a kind of a vignette or a video package where it showed Jelly Roll in a ring kind of training, and Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre came in and beat the crap out of him. So I guess that did kind of build up a little bit. So following wrestling logic, that does point towards Randy Orton and Jelly Roll winning, because normally wrestling logic says whoever gets beat up last wins the match kind of thing.
Yep.
You let me do double. What? I don't know. So we will get on to the next, which is the Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Both wrestlers you guys saw at WrestleMania, so I know you're familiar with both wrestlers. The story behind this match really is Jade won the Queen of the Ring tournament, which gives her an automatic title shot here at SummerSlam. There's not really any bad blood between the two. It is more just a challenger for the title, and Tiffany is the champion. So really no bad blood, no feud or anything like we've had with a lot of the other matches. So it really is just who's the better woman. Sped, anything you want to add?
I last night said this will be a domination. This will be a really big match for Jade. They brought her over for one reason, to have gold around her waist. All right. She looks great with gold. All right. Tiffy has been doing good. Don't get it twisted. Her booking hasn't been great yet. But I think this is where they're going to take the rocket and put it on Jade. And she's going to start shooting from here. You know, she's been, everything about her just screams money, you know, gold, you know.
No problem. And Raj, I saw when I mentioned the participants, you remembered from WrestleMania. I saw you had a smile on your face. Are you excited for this match?
No.
You recognize the competitors, or
sometimes around 8:30 on Fridays I just cheese up a little bit. So I do recognize some of the I do recognize Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, both very, very talented and gorgeous women here. So I'm looking forward to
did you tell Sydney you were going to be on the show tonight? I mean,
she doesn't know, but she doesn't care. I mean, it is what it is.
No, I was just making sure because you seem to backpedal very quickly. I mean, almost like a Bama DB. You got a really good backpedal going to you.
I like that one because we go. Brrr, yeah. I'll go with Jake. I went against Sped the first time, so this time I'm actually going to line myself with Sped based on his reasoning for Jade Cargill, and I'll root for Jade. Well, I'll root for both of them, but I think Jade is going to win the match.
Jade, my girl.
Jade. All right, Herb, what are your thoughts? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, no, I'm rooting for Jade. I think I think we talked about it after WrestleMania, how impressed I was with her. That wasn't even a title match. That was just a random match right at WrestleMania. That's what I'm thinking of. Right.
Jade
Jade Name. It was just a match.
Yeah. But I was very impressed with her there. So no, I'm rooting for her. I'd love to see her get a good push here after this. So I'm definitely down with that one.
What's up,
Bo?
You
guys some singing, so be happy. What's up, Bo?
Shout out to Bo.
What up, Bo? All you gotta do is Bo Lee.
And there's Lady Alpha. Jade's awesome. She one of her body inspirations. She is very fit.
Listen,
really, hadn't noticed at all.
If I could have that 6-pack like her, where it's like two, and you can wash stuff on it, that'd be great. Yeah.
Sped, what's stopping you, man?
Yeah. As Sped, what stuff would you wash on it?
I would wash, this T-shirt, for instance, right? That's awesome.
Everybody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't said anything.
Yeah, that's true.
She can't make me sleep on the couch. That was a rule.
They both went with Jade.
Rule.
What's Herb? So Herb, you picked Jade, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody picked Jade.
I think we all picked Jade. Okay.
I also picked Jade on our predictions. I think Sped, you did too, obviously. So I think everybody picked Jade on the panel.
No, Mike from Kicking At It.
On our panel tonight, not everybody last night. I know there was a few people.
Oh, he's the only one. He must not agree with us.
Lady Alpha's easily distracted.
He's the only one that picked different. He must not agree with us.
I'm glad he caught that.
Look, that's the kind of expert analysis you get here on the Run of Wrestling podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, you can't break the Sped logic, boy.
You can't, man. It's like Steiner logic, man. All right?
It is the most common sense thing you'll ever hear that makes no sense.
It makes none, but it's amazing.
All right, Sped. I love you, man.
It's all good. I'm here to entertain.
Next up, we have a huge tag team match. Jey Uso, Mr. Yeet himself, teams with Roman Reigns, the OTC, against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman in their corner, part of Seth Rollins, what we affectionately refer to as the Seth Riders, part of their group. Seth is hurt right now, so these guys are stepping in and taking on the team of Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Again, backstory, not a lot with these four. There's a lot with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Obviously, you guys saw at the Royal Rumble where Seth Rollins stomped Roman Reigns into the stairs. Then you saw at WrestleMania where they were in the match together, and Paul Heyman actually turned against Roman Reigns and CM Punk to join Seth. That's kind of the birth of this Seth Riders group that we mentioned. They're kind of the up-and-coming team. Obviously, you have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso who have been around. Both have been champions. There's the Hollywood of it all. Roman Reigns is not rumored, but has been mentioned that he's going to be in a new Street Fighter movie that is going to start production very soon. So he may be leaving very soon for that. And then obviously Jey Uso is Mr. Yeet Man. He's going to come out, do a big pop for the crowd. Everybody's going to be waving their hands. Spez, is there anything I missed? Anything you want to add?
Yes. Bronson Reed has been practicing tsunamis for the past few days, and Hawaii was on a tsunami warning yesterday. What was it, yesterday or the day before? All right. So I wouldn't bet against the man who's literally causing tsunamis out here, just jumping in the air, belly flop, doing it in, belly flop. What's up? Yeah.
So again, for those who don't know the reference, mainly our guests.
just like when your drunk weatherman comes on the screen.
It's gonna rain. It's gonna thunder. It's gonna snow. Who knows?
Baby, bring out your umbrella. It's going to come down tonight.
Yeah. Thanks to the big guy jumping in the ocean, there's a tsunami warning.
Yeah. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Been out here preaching about Sharknado 9. Yeah, man.
Sharknado 9. That's hilarious.
Again, for context.
Bronson Reed's the reason for the Sharknado this time. That's great.
Oh, my goodness.
Bronson Reed's finishing move is called a tsunami, where he jumps off the top rope and does a splash. You may have seen that at Survivor Series, where he jumped off the top of the cage, which is because they have a big cage at the War Games Survivor Series. He hasn't been on a lot of PLEs because he's been injured a lot of times, so you may not have seen him. So you guys may not know that since you don't get to watch. Lady Alpha, obviously, he's a beast. And Braun Breaker is legitimately the future of the business. He is going to be a WrestleMania main eventer one day. He's a second generation, maybe third generation superstar. If you remember the Steiner brothers, he is actually the son of one of the Steiner brothers. Rick Steiner.
Rick.
Yep.
Junkie. Oh, the dog. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Michigan boy.
Yep.
So Herb, we'll start with you. Any other questions, thoughts, and if not, what's your pick?
Is Jey Uso about to turn on him? Turn on Roman Reigns?
There is a theory.
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, there's people that will talk about it. I don't think they are. I don't think they are going to turn him heel and have him turn just because of how big of a fan favorite he is. They have actually talked about bringing his brother back over to Raw and them being a tag team again. That's one of the rumors too. So he may be going in a different direction after this as well. But now I have not heard. Sped obviously mentioned he had heard something. I haven't heard anything about Jey turning on him from anybody I've read.
It was just a theory. I just found a theory out there just floating around. Someone was saying that this could be the time where Jay's like, screw it, I'm done with the whole family, kicks Roman right in the face and lets him take a couple tsunamis, and that's how they write him off for a Street Fighter. It was just
that would technically be the second time he's done that, because he did that when he was part of the Bloodline too. So, I mean, that would be a callback to that, because he did do that when Roman Reigns was the bad guy, and they were in the Bloodline together. Jey Uso, when he left to be a good guy, kicked Roman Reigns in the face and did that. So there is a precedent there. They have done that in the past. So
It just feels like everything says Uso and Reigns are going to win this one. So I'm gonna go the opposite direction and go Breaker and Reed somehow with something that something underhanded or something crazy happens. But it just feels like, especially from the outside, that this is like a no-brainer. And I've often said I have no brains, so I'm going with Breaker and Reed in this one.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Raj? I was thinking exactly the same thing, surprisingly, as Herb. I feel like, I don't know, dude, just looking at the image, first of all, I'm thinking Roman Reigns and Yeet Man are going to take this one, but I don't know if Paul Heyman's going to have another trick up his sleeve or whatever the case may be. And let's be honest, you can't go wrong with Braun. Come on, guys. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Breaker and Reed.
And to bring us back to the beginning of the show, you are kind of supporting a bulldog because Braun is also from Georgia.
Yeah.
That brings
and his name is Braun, so you expect him to fall over for no reason in the middle of the ring.
I'll support the big puppy.
But he went to Kennesaw State. He didn't go to UGA.
Yeah, but still, he's a Georgia guy. He barks like a dog, and he's from Georgia. I mean, it doesn't get any more in your face than that. So
that's true. Yeah.
And there's Lady Alpha
knocked out.
Disagreeing with you, Herb. You have a lot of B-Reigns.
B-Reigns.
I have a lot of B-Reigns.
Herb got a lot of B-Reigns.
Roll Tide.
Hot Tide.
Yeah, I guess I should have brought my bourbon in here and had some drinks with you. I didn't. We'll have to do that next time.
I'm not saying this is alcoholic. I'm just saying not.
We're all assuming that either way.
Yeah.
As people who know you, I'm assuming that.
Let me pour a little more non-alcoholic mix in here.
You just heard the bottle open too, like.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of a Dr. Pepper.
It's a Pepsi bottle. It's a Pepsi bottle.
Minute Maid.
Look.
This is why we call
definitely
this
a Pepsi pop.
Yeah.
which
funny.
actually is a perfect segue, whether you knew it or not.
I did.
Because we head to our World Heavyweight Championship match, which features Mr. Pepsi himself, CM Punk, against Gunther. Again, Gunther's the champion, just won it back, had the match with Bill Goldberg about a month ago. CM Punk has been all around. Obviously, you've seen him against Seth Rollins. You've seen him against other people. That's been his big feud, is Seth Rollins and kind of the bloodline and Paul Heyman. He has also kind of been in with Paul Heyman's group with Braun and Braun. He's been fighting them back and forth. He won. I'm trying to think. Sped, how did he get the title shot again?
That gauntlet match.
That's right. He won a gauntlet match.
The gauntlet match. Jeez.
It just like flew out of my head. Maybe I had some of Herb's hydration.
It's all good, Hood. I do the same thing.
Hey, Mike, I got plenty over here. If you want to hop on over.
Oh, I know. I've been there. I know. There's still a picture of my phone of about 15 bottles on the table.
What?
I'm not going to say what's in the bottles. Maybe they're all bottles of water. Who knows?
It could be.
Could be.
They don't really have a feud together. They've been going back and forth. A lot of vocal jabs, as you know, wrestlers will do when they're going to have a match together. But there's not really a feud between the two. Kind of the same way in respect that we talked about Tiffany and Jade.
Yeah.
Ed, anything to add?
CM stands for Chick Magnet. If you guys want to know what that meant, so
yeah, that was the rumor when he first started.
Yeah, it's true.
Mike, had anything to add that's relevant to the match?
Yeah, so that is my fault. I was not as specific as I need to be. I did just say, hey, did you have anything to add? So shame on me. I should know better. I'll take that out.
Cookie Monster. He said cookie.
So that is one of the names he apparently goes by. If you've watched the new documentary on Netflix about WWE, it's called Unreal. We do learn that apparently that is one of the names he's gone through is Cookie Monster. So.
Cookie. Okay.
Also, hello, Michael kicking out from 2, good friend of ours. Make sure you catch Tuesday nights as well. So we'll start with you, Raj. Any questions, thoughts?
Not really. I honestly did not know the CM stood for Chick Magnet or Cookie Monster or Come On or whatever you guys want to say it stands for. I didn't know that. But you said Gunther's still the current champion. With that being said, I'll go ahead and I feel like I like CM Punk a little more, but I'm going to go ahead and ride with Gunther. I'll pick Gunther to win this match. Yeah.
There's some knowledge from one of our wrestling encyclopedias. Apparently, he was a part of a team called the Chick Magnet, and so that's why they put the CM with it. So there you go. He was Punk of the Chick Magnet. So there you go.
But they actually used to herd baby chickens, so that's how that started.
Was that a hairband? That sounds like an 80s.
Did they herd chickens, or were baby chickens just attracted?
They herd baby chickens were actually their managers, and so like whenever they're about to lose a match, the chicken would go out there and fly and hit them with a drumstick, and then
that's hilarious.
Nice. Was it a drumstick from one of the baby chickens, or did they have like buckets of drumsticks outside?
Buckets of drumsticks.
God damn it! No.
That's a great.
They do it. This is for pow.
Oh my god! Yeah,
that's an amazing partnership that they could have done. Well, it's water. He's already said. He said it was Pepsi. I'm sorry.
Must be.
We heard chicken. See, people are into it.
Oh my god!
And Roger's face said, "What have I gotten myself into?
What am I doing?"
Yeah, clap that out too. Yeah, at the end of we heard chickens.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Hey, in hour 2, the shirts come off. That's when the sexiness really turns up.
Did you have any relevant questions?
No. I was already thinking I wanted to pick CM Punk for this one. I was watching a little thing where Triple H was, I guess, hyping him up and stuff for different stuff, and that he's been waiting his chance a long time. And the fact that Raj picked Gunther makes my pick feel even better. I'm taking CM Punk to win this one.
All right.
Oh, I was hoping I would get like an anti-Raj dance.
Yeah.
I was going to. Well, hold on. So what, Mike? I'm looking at this pick and I'm thinking,
oh God.
I'm taking CM Punk with my anti-Raj pick.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
There's the anti-Rodg pick. And you can catch a lot more of that on the Herb and Rodg podcast as we get back into our Ragsdale Rumble picks that we will do every week during college football season. So make sure you guys tune in for those as well, hosted by yours truly, featuring the gentleman to my left, Herb and Rodg. Your right, my left. Yeah.
Mike's trying to.
That's why I said my left.
I know.
That's why I lifted. That's why I lifted my chicken wing.
Oh god.
Oh, see what you started, Raj.
Oh yeah, I started.
Lady Alpha obviously loves the anti-Rodg pick.
Hey,
That concludes night 1 of SummerSlam.
Woo!
I was trying to hold it in. I'm sorry. I was trying to hold it in. Okay, I was trying to Saturday Night Live the shit out of that and try not to laugh. But
you
I
guys are doing all
couldn't.
this chicken talk.
Look, this is the run-in. We're not Saturday Night Live. If you're gonna laugh, just laugh. That makes it so much better.
Oh my goodness!
We're here to laugh.
Guys.
My bad.
Damn, that
Kicking
was
off
awesome.
the more exciting night, according to everybody on our panel, night 2. We are kicking off with a match that they just promoted on SmackDown. If you're currently watching SmackDown, it is the U.S. Championship Steel Cage match.
Ooh.
Solo Sikoa, the champion, versus the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. This rivalry has been going on for a while now. It's been back and forth. Solo just won the U.S. title about a month or two ago from Jacob. And this one is going to be in a steel cage, so nobody can get involved, which obviously in wrestling terms means everybody's going to get involved somehow in the cage.
Right.
But yeah, just two cousins going at it, both part of the bloodline at one point.
So
one of my most anticipated
the SummerSlam, so they did it tonight instead.
No, this is still at SummerSlam. They were just promoting it tonight on the match that you saw was actually between Jimmy Uso, who has been going with Jacob, and Tala Tonga, who's part of Solo's group. They were actually fighting, and then everybody ran in to kind of promote it, and they actually had the cage above it just to promote it, so they could bring it down and make it look more dramatic tonight to kind of hype up this match.
When Tala stepped over the ropes today, did he even have to push the ropes down like Taker did, to get over?
I to be honest, I wasn't paying attention to SmackDown because I was paying attention to us, so I've kind of been watching a little bit.
That guy's
here
10
and there,
foot
so
tall.
I didn't see it.
Too damn tall. That dude is too damn tall. You got to special make that house for him. All right, that's too damn tall. All right.
Other than Tala Tonga being too tall, is there anything about this match you would like to add?
Yeah, Tala Tonga's tall ass is gonna get in that ring somehow. You go, what's up? I'm at 20 feet. Don't even touch the cage at all. Now, this match actually is gonna be a hard hitting one. This is actually gonna be one of those matches that you're gonna be like, damn. Halfway through, you're gonna be like, damn, they're still killing each other. So,
yeah, I expect this to be one of the more physical matches of the entire weekend.
Yeah, that's what I think so too.
Let's get physical.
And that song is brought to you by Herb with Herb and Rodg Podcast.
That's brought by her. Yeah, just Herb. Yeah.
Raj Whip. Raj Whip.
Right, yeah, that's what I was pointing. I was like, God damn.
Raj is just glad that this wasn't the one time that I get your names wrong that I always do every time I have you on the show. And I actually said Raj instead of Herb on this one. Any questions? We'll start with you, Raj. Any questions, thoughts about the match? Or who do you think will win?
I haven't watched a steel cage match in a long time, so I guess this is a question. Sorry, just out of curiosity, are the steel cage match rules the same as they used to be? Have the rules changed over the years? Is it?
So you can still win by getting out of the cage like you used to, but you can also do a pin or submission. So you can still win the match a normal way. Okay. But escaping the cage also gives you the win. So kind of yes, and they've kind of expanded it where you can actually just beat somebody up and pin them.
Okay. With that being said, I appreciate the answer. That has nothing to do with my decision making, and I'm not sure why I asked the question.
None of us are.
Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go with Fatu on this.
Good grief, Michael.
Yes, I'm going to go with Fatu.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of our sayings. Anytime there's two big guys wrestling, Big E is a wrestler from the New Day, and that was one of his famous sayings is he likes matches with bigger guys. His favorite match would be Bill Goldberg versus like the Undertaker because it's big meaty men slapping meat, and that's how he would say it. So.
Gotcha. All right.
This may be my favorite part of the whole thing, where I get to explain all the references to you guys that you don't know. That may be my favorite part of this whole thing. I like it.
So he likes BBWs, big beefy wrestlers. I got it.
Damn. Yep.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Also, Lady Alpha likes big meaty men slapping meat as well.
Like Otis.
Michael throwing a little shade.
Well, I said it. I said I don't, but then I asked the question. I said I clarified it. But yes, it's a good one.
So you're picking Fatu.
I'm picking Fatu. Yeah.
Right, Raj. I did it. There it is.
Oh my!
I just talked about it, and then I did it to myself. I mentioned it, and I did it. Herb.
You should have like a little bell. You should have a little bell you click whenever it happens. Oh, he just opened up.
I got called Raj on the show the other day that Raj isn't even on.
Yeah,
that's how bad it was. I got called Raj on a show that Raj isn't even on. He wasn't even there.
At least I'm doing it with both of you here, where there's a reason I would call both of your names.
That's hilarious.
So I'm gonna go with Fatu. I called up the. This is my favorite part though. I called up. I'm on CBS Sports and I'm looking at like all the matches. The first thing on this says Sikoa attempted to frame Fatu for a car crash.
Yeah,
what?
So that is part of the story that doesn't technically have to do with the match. But so SmackDown a couple weeks ago started, and you saw the cars together. The crash had already happened, and somehow Solo Sikoa, I guess, accused Jacob of being the cause of the accident. So much so that we had some fake rent-a-cops come out and arrest Jacob.
That's always
later on in the night. Jacob came back. The police said, "We're sorry, you didn't have anything to do with it. We apologize for the inconvenience." And then Jacob Fatu comes out and calls out Solo, and the general manager Nick Aldis for SmackDown comes out and says, "Well, Solo, since you're trying to put people in a cage, we're going to make this match a steel cage match." So that's kind of why it was made a steel cage match. Which is entertaining, so I thought it was pretty cool. But I tried to stick to the pertinent part of the match. So sorry, I should have added that in there.
Week. I think Pierce
was it Pierce that week?
I think it was Pierce that week.
Nick Aldis Jr. Since he apparently couldn't come to work that week.
Raw general manager Adam Pierce filling in for Nick Aldis.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so yeah.
Sped as
Thank you,
always.
CBS Sports and Sped.
What did Sped do?
I said that. I basically said
Sped didn't even hear you say it.
You said it's always right, and Mike went.
Yeah.
And then Sped said, "What does Sped do?" Because Sped wasn't even listening.
Oh my goodness!
Sped can barely hear half the time.
And you went Fatu on the match as well, Herb?
Yes, sir. I went Fatu.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Next up, we have the newest match on the card that just got made last week. It is a 16.
Let me just go ahead and call a timeout, Mike. Ain't no way we gonna remember what all's going on in all this.
Hey, everybody line up that needs a long-term contract. You're fighting tomorrow.
No. Call up everybody from the minors. Call them all up.
So basically, these are all.
How many?
These are most of the 6 different teams.
I'm done.
Oh my god.
It's basically all of the SmackDown tag teams with the exception of one. They're all in a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Right.
Fraxium, Machine.
Any reason why?
You know, I had to pick someone, and that looks like my uncle and my cousin.
Who?
Hold
on. Oh my god!
So Herb is picking the Street Profits because they're the closest to the New Day.
Okay,
Yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Oh, should I really do some real work on this?
Well, I mean, if you can do it in like the next minute or two, yeah.
Who are the 2 emo guys at the bottom?
So those are actually they're actually part of the Wyatt Six. They are the current champions. They actually beat the Street Profits a couple of weeks ago to win the championship. So this is a defense for them. They are your current champion.
That's My Chemical Romance, if you know that band. That's the emo guys right there.
I like that you think you're helping Spin.
Oh my god!
I like that you thought that would get us. These two guys look like some Chemical Romance fans.
Hey, they've been.
If you're familiar with emo rock,
they're on the radio. They're not emo no more. That's what they looked like back in the day, though.
Oh my goodness!
I'm picking those guys, Mike. The
emos,
the current champions. Yes.
So you're picking the White Six, okay?
Yes.
And so you think the champions retain, and Herb is picking the New Day again.
Yes. Yes.
Oh god damn it! I love it.
I can't keep up with all this.
Cat, I don't know that this show has ever been on the rails, which is one of the reasons we love it so much, which is why we do it. It's one of the most fun. It's some of the most fun shows that we do, just because it's just a lot of fun, and I get to hang out with 3 of my best friends. So there you go.
And I get to be stupid for a minute.
No comment. Don't say it. No one say it. No one say
it. Hey, listen. I got a certified fucking. I got a certificate that says dumb as fuck. All right. I still hold that with pride.
Well, technically, you're right, Lady Alpha, because the Boo Day is not wrestling, but you have their younger counterparts in the Street Profits. For reasons, as we learned last time in our WrestleMania show.
I mean, come on. You put a thing out here with like 20 people on it. I'm like, I can't.
No, you're right. That's fair. But we did want to go over every match. And it's hard to keep up with the SmackDown tag team picture because obviously there are so many teams involved. Without watching this one week for week, you're absolutely right. Yeah. It is hard to keep track. This is one of the ones where if you're not following it, you lose it very quickly.
Yeah, true.
Herb is picking the Street Profits.
How's she gonna tell me my pick ain't winning and then ask me who I'm picking?
Damn, she called you a card.
I mean,
I think she meant the Boo
Well,
Day.
she was talking about my reference of calling them the New Day from
the
referencing.
New Day.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You have to understand, Lady Alpha may be a little intoxicated. She may not be able to handle her alcohol or her hydration as well as you can.
She's drunk.
Yeah. Obviously, Lady Alpha is very drunk.
The next Rumble, just all chair shot teaches Herb and Rodg.
There you go.
All right, now
we like the bigger.
There's enough people in chair shot. We're growing. There may be about 30 people in chair shot sports.
Oh wow.
Next up, we have the Women's Intercontinental title.
Ooh.
The champion Becky Lynch faces Lyra Valkyria. You probably know Becky Lynch. She is one of the legends in the game. She's been there a long time. She just beat Lyra Valkyria a few months ago for the title. Okay. Lyra Valkyria was the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion because that belt's only been around for 6 months or so. Again, it's been a very lengthy feud. They really don't like each other because they've had a few matches back and forth. Becky is the bad guy in this situation. She's the heel. Lyra is the face, the good guy, if that makes any difference for context for you guys. Also, if Lyra Valkyria loses this match, she can no longer challenge for the IC title as long as Becky is champion. I mean, obviously, you have seen that.
The feud.
Oh.
Could be. That is one way to look at it. Obviously, you've seen that in wrestling before. They've done it, in the past as well. Right. A lot of times, some people will tell you that usually means the challenger is going to win. That way, they don't back themselves into a corner.
Right.
Or this may be just like you said, a way to end the feud so they can both move on to something else. So,
okay.
Before we get into your questions or comments, we will jump in with Kat's comment. Congratulations, you guys. Apparently, you guys hit 400 finally. 400 subscribers on your YouTube channel.
I was thinking it was a mirage or something because we went from like 390 to 401, and I was like, all right, somebody's going to unsubscribe. So we weren't going to announce it yet. So thank you very much, Kat. It's something we definitely been hoping for. And everybody that's on here and shoot in the comments as well has been a part of
In
that.
the comments,
We
especially,
appreciate it.
huge shout out to Big Mike too, man, for appreciate all the help. So.
And Raj is celebrating our 400th subscriber by kicking me off the show tomorrow night. So.
Yes, I am tired of you officially, and I don't need you anymore.
All right. That explains the thumbnail I had to send you.
Oh, God damn it.
For those that don't know, I make a lot of the thumbnails for Herb and Rodg.
Yes.
So if you don't like the thumbnails, send all emails to me. But all I got was the instructions of, hey, this is what we're going over. But make sure on the logo you cross out Herb and put a line across it. And I'm like, that's weird, but okay.
Whoa.
I like how Mike didn't answer any question. Like, oh well.
I learned a long time ago.
Those TikToks where the woman, like the guy comes in and tells, "Oh, such and such broke up," and she's like, "Did you ask any questions? Like, why did they break up? Where they're going? What are they doing?" The guy's like, "Nah, I just know they broke up." I just know Herb's on the show.
If you only knew how many times my wife and I have had that exact conversation. Hey, what happened this weekend? Oh, we just hung out. Well, what happened here and here? We just hung out.
Just hung out. That's it. Yeah.
That was Mike. Hey, Mike,
that may have happened
tomorrow. All right.
The last time I actually went over to your house, Herb, when I came home, she goes, "What else did you guys do?" We watched the game. Okay,
that's
what all? I was like, we just watched the game.
We watched the game. That's it. Yeah.
Herb tried to kill me with alcohol. And we watched the game.
He does that.
In fairness, I try to kill everyone with alcohol.
Yes.
Yes, that was not a personal attack on me. It is an overall message whenever you go to Herb's house, is you will be offered plethoras of drink.
Copious amounts of alcohol.
Yes, copious amounts of alcohol. And everybody's favorite wrestler is now on SmackDown, Jelly Roll.
Yay!
Yes, sir, J-Bait. We are talking wrestling. We are
What up,
explaining
J-Bait?
SummerSlam and going over all the matches of SummerSlam for Herb and Rodg. It's been a lot of fun so far. We've got a few matches left. We appreciate you jumping in with us. We will get back to Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. Herb, we'll start with you. Do you have any questions, thoughts?
No, I've actually seen, I think, most of the things that are going on with this. Like, they won the tag title together, right? And then I guess somewhere in the middle, I missed where she turned on her. But then I've seen the fights and the Lynch, I guess, trying to humiliate her. My off the wall thing with Lyra is the whole wings thing not a little corny whenever she gets into the ring and does that, or is that just
it's the bird call, man? She's a bird lady. That's what she does. Everybody's like calling when she comes up to the ooh, yeah, like there you go, yeah.
It looks corny to me, but I like her as a wrestler. So,
I think the same thing.
Okay, so I just every time I see it, I go, but she's good in the ring to me, so I guess it kind of makes up for it. If you're going to be corny and terrible, it'd be awful. But I like her more in this one. I don't, the storyline maybe says that she should be winning anyway. I don't know, but I'm going with her to win this one. I'm going with Lyra. I'd rather she wins. When I watch this match, she will be who I root for, and so I'm hoping she wins. I'm picking her. Okay, good. I kept wondering if it was me. Every time I see it, I go, oh.
So the backstory of the wings is the Valkyria is a reference to a Valkyrie, which is a bird-like, bird-like creature. That's where all of that comes from. That's where the reference comes from in her entrance.
Okay.
So that's really the main thing.
Right.
But Herb, you're picking Valkyria, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So.
Oh, he getting into it.
Hey. Anti-Herb pick. I am picking Becky Lynch to retain her championship, and I feel like eventually she loses to somebody else, and that's when the bird young lady steps in and fights somebody else to get the championship back.
Hey, Rod's got to get double points for that one. That's
I don't know if you have ever given that much energy in an anti-Herb pick yet.
I've been waiting. I've been saving it up.
In the years that we've been doing that, I don't know that I've ever seen a more energetic and a better anti-Herb pick.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I love
it only
Raj.
means that Herb has to outdo it next time. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep. I'll pick Becky Lynch.
One per month. Okay. Yes, sir. I'll be right.
They said, "Here's your gimmick," and she was like, "Why? Like, this is your gimmick."
Yeah, I know.
Okay, fine. I'm just glad I wasn't the only one, because I was sitting there thinking, I don't know what's going on.
No, you're with a lot of people. There's a lot of experienced wrestling fans that aren't sure about the gimmick.
Okay.
I am a special type of nerd who has looked into it and got all the backstory, so I understand it a little bit. So I'm not saying that makes me any special or better, but it does make me a big nerd. So there we go.
Well, you're definitely special and better than us, so I'm great with that.
Switching over to the men's IC title, this is Sped special, so I'm actually going to let him go over the match with you. It is Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Take it away, Sped.
All right, so basically, Dom got hurt. Okay, quote unquote, he got hurt. He had a doctor's note, right, man?
I saw him playing what's Nintendo Switch or whatever instead of going to the ring. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, he's been harassed by AJ Styles, Georgia boy. Doesn't like the California boy for some reason. I don't understand what's going on. But yeah, so the whole story is that dad wants to beat son, basically, and son's trying to avoid that ass whooping. All right, and that's the best way I can describe this.
All right.
So after that expert analysis, we'll start with you, Herb. Do you have any questions?
No. Oh man. Will Sped hate me if I pick against Dom?
No.
Probably, but you just pick whoever you think you need to pick.
And Dom's got his group with him, right? Does Styles have anybody?
I don't even think.
Not currently, no.
I don't even think Dom's going to have them this weekend.
Why not?
Well, I mean, they're there. I mean, they'll be in the building. He's got the Judgment Day.
It just feels like if you're gonna just you know what? You don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna take. It just feels like Dom is though. Like, hey, you dodge this all this time. You can't get in the match and lose. You have to figure out some underhanded way to do it.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'll probably be rooting for Styles in this one, but it just feels like Dom is going to figure out something and then go back to telling us how great he is. So, I'm going to go with Dom.
Because he is.
I just don't want to.
Same here.
All right, everybody picking Dom there, which makes Sped extra happy.
Yeah, because
I picked Dom as well, and I know obviously Sped picked Dom as well, so everybody picked Dom on the panel.
That was my 12. That was my.
I'd be willing to be wrong just to have him lose.
That'd be funny. I would lose 12
and AJ Styles is a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's been in the business forever. He's been doing some of the best work of his career, at least the funniest work of his career during this feud. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good match, and we all think Dom's going to win. Moving on to the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. It is a triple threat match. It is Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi. Naomi is the current champion. She just cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase. If you'll remember, she won the Money in the Bank. Cashed in about a month ago on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in a match that they had that was probably one of the match of the year candidates between those two.
My early vote.
And became champion.
All right, Lady Alpha, you're not allowed to give any more predictions until we're done. All right, you're killing me.
Listen.
Okay, you are killed. There's a reason why I didn't watch the show last night. You at least got to give us a chance to come up with our own. Come on.
This is the Shucky Ducky Quack Quack match of the night. Okay, if you guys know anything about Booker T, we all know he has a Shucky Ducky Quack Quack moment, and this is it right here. Boom! These three women are gonna go nuts.
Yeah, I personally think this will be another match of the year contender just because all three women are amazing. There was a very similar match at WrestleMania that you guys saw that was also a match of the year that had Io, Rhea, and Bianca Belair in it. So very similar dynamic. So that was a great match. Obviously, Io Sky ended up winning that one to retain her championship at the time. We've inserted Naomi here as the new champion. That's really it. I mean, that's Io and Rhea have been feuding for a good bit, kind of back and forth since WrestleMania, and that's really the whole build there. Raj, we'll start with you. You have any questions or thoughts, or who do you think will win?
Who's getting the biggest push out of all of them right now? I know Naomi's the champion, but is there some other angle being played outside of this, or?
See, that's the hard part because all three of these women are probably top of the card or top of the fan favorite list. Naomi, since she's turned heel with this new gimmick, has been probably one of the top merch sellers, top characters in there. Rhea Ripley has been one of the top characters for years, as has Io Sky. So really, it's hard to tell with those three because they're all there. If I had to rank them, I would probably say Rhea Ripley's probably first, just she's probably the most popular. Then probably Naomi, and then Io is just as far as fan popularity is how I would probably rank it.
And how long? And again, you may have already mentioned this. I apologize. How long has Naomi had the belt?
Couple weeks.
About a month or so.
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah, about a month.
I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Naomi. I'm gonna ride the Naomi wave right now. You said she's doing good as far as merch sales and everything like that, so she's doing good for the company. I think they're gonna ride this out as long as they possibly can until things start to die down a little bit.
I
so
agree
I'm gonna go with Naomi.
Yeah, I feel like in this instance, Naomi needs the belt the most. Although, let me ask: so how does Io Sky? Because she's a tremendous wrestler. That match was, and obviously we started around WrestleMania, but it's the best match I've seen this year between her and Rhea Ripley. With her not speaking English, though, is she over mostly because of how she wrestles, or is it kind of her promos are still decent?
She actually does speak very great English on her YouTube channels and other stuff that she does. Me and Mike were talking about this the other day. We don't understand why they won't let the Japanese-born or Asian-born wrestlers speak in a regular, accent. Like not everybody sounds like the way they do all the time. Io, Asuka, and a few others, they actually can. They just don't let her. I don't know why. It's like a handicap. That's why she's one of the best in the world right now, because she can just wow you with the. She don't have to speak. She can wow you with her matches.
Oh yeah, no.
That kind of answers. Sorry, that kind of answers your question. It is more for her in ring because she doesn't cut a lot of promos in English, whether she can or not. It's just the way her character is. That's the way she's written, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, but she is over because she is legitimately one of the best.
Oh yeah, no. If you asked me who I was rooting for in this match, it would be her. I just feel like story wise, Naomi needs to keep the belt. I think the other two, I think Rhea doesn't really matter. She's gonna be popular no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
And Sky, she's just tremendous. I feel like she'll have something else, but I feel like Naomi has to keep it right now to keep that storyline going. So I'm gonna take Naomi, but that's not who I'm rooting for at all.
I'm gonna take.
That's definitely a good way to look at it.
Once they come out with those what that motorized luggage that she has, that scooter luggage that she has.
Yeah. So backstage she runs around on one of the little motorized coolers.
Yeah.
That you see at tailgates and stuff like that.
I want one.
Riding around one of those.
I want one.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting sped one.
All right, next up we have the main event of the weekend. It is Legend versus the future legend, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I could explain a lot about this, but of all the matches that we've talked about, I would expect even the most casual of fans to know something about.
Yeah.
I didn't say you'd know everything. Calm down, Raj. I see your face. But even the little bit you've watched, even watching just WrestleMania and the one or two PLEs that you've watched, John Cena's been the heel in this story. Cody Rhodes has been the face. John Cena's on his retirement tour. All the pertinent information in the few events that you have been able to watch. So there really doesn't need a whole lot of explanation other than tonight on SmackDown. They have done a complete 180, and John Cena gave a very impassioned babyface promo saying that he is finally coming back, and the real John Cena is now back. He no longer is going to be the heel. He's no longer going to be the guy that ruins wrestling. Cody Rhodes, a couple of weeks ago, beat him up, put him through a table, and basically made this match happen. John Cena was cutting a very heel promo saying he wasn't going to be at SummerSlam because he's tired and he just doesn't feel like doing it. Cody Rhodes proceeded to beat the crap out of him, put him through a table, grab his hand, and forge the contract. And John Cena says that was the kick in the butt that he needed to realize everything he's been doing over the past month has been BS. He doesn't hate the fans. He really wants to be the John Cena he's always been. He was tricked kind of into accepting this deal from The Rock. He didn't mention The Rock by name, but that's what he's alluding to, where he sold his soul back at Elimination Chamber, which I know both of you watched. And then after that, The Rock and Travis Scott both abandoned him. And now he's going back to being the real John Cena, which really throws a lot of this matchup in the air, because if you thought it was going to go one way because one's the bad guy and one's the good guy, it really changes the positioning of both guys on the card. So a lot could happen in this match to turn it kind of on its head, per se. So, Sped, did I miss anything? Anything you want to add?
The only thing I can say is you got one briefcase still lurking out there that could turn this street fight into a triple threat. And Mike doesn't.
It is a street fight too. I did forget to mention that it is a street fight.
Yeah,
so
I thought you said it. Either that or I already knew that it was a street fight. So that part's fine. I didn't know any of that other stuff, to be honest. Though. I didn't know that they were trying to flip. Which, by the way, has to be some of the laziest
that literally
writing
just
I've
happened
ever
tonight.
seen.
Yeah, that happened tonight.
Oh, okay. That's some of the laziest writing I've ever seen. When you just say, "Hey, the guy comes out and announces he's the face." Like, come on.
How did the crowd react to it?
They were happy.
They ate it up.
Yeah, they were happy
because it's John Cena and it's been, he's been the face so long.
He could wrestle a broom and they'd be happy.
Yeah, I mean, if people think you're going to get the old John Cena back that you used to see, that makes them excited. There's also that factor in there too that this could be him pulling the wool over everybody's eyes, where he comes back and is just the same John Cena.
That's what I think it is.
Get in his head.
That's what I think it is.
However, did you notice that this one? No, it wasn't
kind of what Michael from King At It said. So, yeah.
His shirt wasn't just black. Yeah, I get that. His towel's been flashy, like the one behind you, but everything looked good. It looked like the Jets colors, when he came out. So it was Fruity Pebbles, John Cena again.
Yeah, his gear was a little bit more old school, like he used to do as well. You were correct. So.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Very.
So, any other questions, Raj? Did you have any questions? I know Herb, we'd already discussed a little bit about it. Okay,
No.
Herb, who you picking?
Like, is Cena not supposed to just hold the belt until he retires anyway?
That's what I'm thinking.
So depending on who you ask, there is a lot of theories out there who are saying that, because that was kind of his goal, is to hold it until he leaves and leave with the belt. That also changed because that's when he said he wanted to ruin wrestling.
Right.
That was one of the things he said he changed. Now he wants to take it home with him, so you're forced to remember who he is. So because he's afraid you're going to forget who he was.
Right.
He changed that part as well, to where that's why he wants to take the belt home now instead of ruining wrestling.
I think I'm gonna go with Cena. Oh, is it even my turn? I'm sorry. Did I jump in?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I think I'm gonna go with Cena. I don't know. I guess because from the outside view, for sure, I've been thinking he's keeping the belt till the end anyway. I didn't know all this. Hey, all of a sudden I'm the face thing. I think that's kind of ridiculous anyway. But I think I'm gonna pick Cena either way.
Yeah.
All right, Raj?
Same here. I kind of feel like he's going to have the belt until like his last match or somewhere around that time. I'm not really buying I didn't see the promo, obviously, but I'm not buying any of that right now. I think after he wins Sunday, he's going to go back to his old ways and fool everybody, and the crowd's going to go crazy again. And it's going to play out until, like I said, maybe closer to around his retirement time. Then maybe he officially switches up and goes back to face. But I'm not buying it right now. I got John Cena winning.
It's the first time I really actually hope you're wrong because I picked Cody on ours.
Yeah.
That was the most confident pick I had was Cody.
If it wasn't for that, like, I was prepared to fully pick Cody here, but it feels like they're just playing with stuff and they're keeping the scene around. And if he loses, I'm in
the minority that I don't think there's any way that they let John Cena keep the belt till the end. Well, no, from what you had said, you're right. There's a lot of people that think John Cena's going to keep it. Tried not to do it.
I think he got you, Mike.
He did. I tried to play it off. I tried to just keep going, but
I tried not to laugh. I'm sorry.
I am one of the few who think that John Cena will not keep the belt until he leaves.
Right.
Gotcha.
I think he actually loses it at SummerSlam, and I thought this entire promo that he cut tonight about I lost my mind. I didn't know what I was doing. I got tricked by The Rock and all that. I thought that was going to be next week after he loses the title, and that's when he was going to go back into being the babyface. And this is kind of what jogs it, is losing the title. The fact that they've cut this promo now before the show scares me, because I think maybe John Cena does win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
right.
I've always said that that's what's going to be the catalyst to turn him back into the good guys, losing the title, because he's going to see, well, what have I been doing just to hold a title that I didn't need to be John Cena. So.
Yeah. Can I ask a question that has nothing to do with this match directly, I guess?
Yeah,
was the whole Rock thing just kind of, I don't know, lame? Because, he popped up for that and then was just gone?
Is he supposed to be at SummerSlam?
No, because he didn't.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Nobody knows. And that's more on The Rock than anything. If The Rock would have come back and stayed available, then he would have been a lot larger part of the storyline.
Right.
The fact that he popped in and said he wanted to be part of the storyline, and obviously he's on the board of TKO, which is the company that owns WWE. So when he comes in and says he wants to be part of something, you kind of have to let him be part of something. Yeah. And he had the whole thing, because there was a whole story that they had probably planned out doing this, and then after that, The Rock said, "Oh, hey, sorry, I'm going to go shoot movies again, and I'm not going to be around."
He did say that. Peace.
So that really hurt the story of John Cena's heel turn a lot in a lot of people's eyes, because it just didn't make sense. Because then you can't really mention The Rock, because why is he not there? Right. Cody has mentioned the name once or twice just in passing, but it has never, that part of the story just kind of got shoved under the rug. Yeah. Then you had the whole Travis Scott thing where he came out at WrestleMania. That was terrible. And Rock. It was, again, horrible coming out, everything like that. It did hurt. It hurts it a lot, because when you have one of the most integral parts of the story just dip out,
right,
it's going to kill it.
Yeah, and when you're expecting like the third man and you get Travis Scott coming back out there to interfere, that was just awful. And then this whole thing has just kind of gone downhill for me anyway. So I just wonder.
It really went down fast too as soon as that happened.
Yeah, well, it's just lame. So from the outside view, that's what I've been thinking. So I guess that seems too obvious, but if you're not watching every single show, that's what it feels like, because otherwise, is it like, let's say he loses it now, do they get another title match at the next pay-per-view? Because him not going for the title on his retirement tour seems like ridiculous. Like, he's not going to go for like, the IC title or something like that, right? He's going to want the main title before he gets out, or he's going to.
Well, no, see, there's people out there that think he will go after the one title that he's never won, which is the Intercontinental title, after this. And that's why my pick yesterday kind of holds some merit, because I picked Rollins outright. I picked Seth Rollins to cash in during this match. I don't believe any of the knee issue rumors.
So you don't think he's actually hurt?
I've hurt my knee several times. All right, it's been weeks. You would know something by now. Especially when he was in Alabama 2 days after hurting his knee in Atlanta. You would know something about by now. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, so Rollins would cash in on this match, though, right? That would.
He could cash in. He could cash in on this match. He could cash in on the World Heavyweight Championship match, but this is the match I think he cashes in on, because there's a lot of history here.
So how does that get Cena to the IC then?
Well, Cena could always go to Raw. Cena's the big name like Roman. He could just jump ship anytime he wants to and go to Raw, or stay at SmackDown.
Yeah, but that sounds like, hey, I won the NBA title. The next year I lose it. Now I'm going to go win the G League title. Like, why would you do that before my retirement? That sounds like something LeBron would do, but not like the rest of us would. Like,
there it is.
Yes!
There it is.
But seriously, though, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't sound like, hey, the one title I haven't won. is a lesser title, and I got like 4 months to get it. So
Yeah,
let me just-
legacy, man.
To Sped's point, there is
Story.
you have to look at it in more like a tennis or a golf situation, to where if you haven't won one of the majors to win a Grand Slam, and that's the only one you need for your retirement.
Yeah,
to
but see,
win a
they're
Grand
all majors though. They're all majors. They're
I
not.
get that, but there is a Grand Slam in wrestling that he has not completed because he hasn't won that title.
Yeah.
So that is something, that is an accolade that they put on resumes when they're talking about Hall of Fames and things like
What's
that.
up, Tom?
You are a Grand Slam
I
champion,
tied.
which means you have won all those wrestling,
Yeah.
all those.
I would have loved it if he just went for both titles into the same time. Like, hey, I'm the world. I want to go wrestle for the IC.
What's going on, Kyle?
That'd be
What
cool.
up, Kyle?
What's going on there?
Good to see you, man.
So yeah, I mean, it's.
Okay.
I see your point though. Why?
Right.
Hey, why would he go for a lesser title? I think what was going to happen, kind of to finish my story that I was telling, of how I think he would lose it now, is he would go back to what old school John Cena used to do and have an open challenge where he could let some younger talent come and get the opportunity to wrestle a John Cena,
Right.
and kind of bring up the next generation of what he would do after he lost the title.
Which would mean explain why he went face before he did this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Did he
that's
take
a good
break or
question.
something?
He is, which
For now.
is odd because he is actually taking a break for the real reason that John Cena said that he was going to be the fake reason he couldn't be at SummerSlam.
Yep.
With everything McAfee does between football and ESPN and this, he was
He's
just
a
mentally
kid.
and physically exhausted.
Yep.
So he has taken an extended break. Nobody knows how long it's going to be. They haven't really announced anything.
Hopefully
But
permanent.
he was legitimately just run down and
Right.
had to.
I saw
had to
that. Yeah,
stop
I saw his post, and it felt like serious. Like, hey,
It
guys,
did, yeah.
I just
It
got
did.
too much going on.
I just like Corey Graves. I like Corey Graves better.
which is who took his place on Raw. So.
Yeah.
All right. So so here's the question I'll go before we kind of go into the close of telling everybody where you guys are at. We talked about interest level in Survivor Series in SummerSlam going into this. I'll start with you, Raj. Are you more interested now after kind of knowing some of the matches and coming out of this show for SummerSlam, or?
Definitely. When you initially asked the question prior to us, doing all this, I was at a 4.5. I'm around a 7 now. Definitely more interested, especially with you mentioning the fact that what John Cena did tonight. I'm kind of curious to see if he flips, if you want to call it flipping, after he wins, or if he wins Sunday against Cody Rhodes. So I'm kind of curious to that, and I'm definitely more interested now.
Yeah.
Herb, same question.
I will say I'm more just because I was pretty kind of invested in, and looking at the matches and stuff. I will say this: doing this show with you guys definitely ramps it up, not even just my picks are going to be terrible or whatever, but kind of going over the storylines just makes me feel better watching the matches.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I kind of remember now what's on the line here and what's going on versus watching some random Tuesday night NBA game. You're like, I don't know what this is. Now I feel like, oh, this is the playoffs, and this is who's trying to win. So I like that. I'm gonna mess up her name, but Stephanie Vicaire, she's not at SummerSlam.
No, she actually has a title shot because she won the gauntlet at
Right, I remember
Evolution.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
She actually has a title shot at the next PLE, which is the Clash in Paris.
Yep.
Okay. I
towards the end of the month. So with whoever wins that triple threat match that we talked about with Io Sky, Bianca, Naomi, and Rhea, she actually will take on the winner of that match in Paris, France, in about a month.
Yeah.
You guys know what happens at the end of the month before you guys do your socials and stuff?
My rent's due.
College football starts.
FSU
Football does start.
versus Alabama.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
They're actually going to be at the game.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We got High Tide. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
We got FSU going to go in. What is the home, right? Home v home 2025, 2026.
What's the better than Nikki? What's that?
I'm not real sure, but I just wanted to bring his comment up. Not even a normal WWE fan.
I'll say this, Mike, but I know it's kind of unavoidable. We're in different markets, but I kind of always hate that our shows are on at the same time. that's why I at least try to log on and show you guys some support, because y'all have always, with Michael especially, we see him a lot. I know Tori's around and always she retweets our stuff, but Michael's always been very supportive. So I appreciate them. I wish our shows were at different times, but I think those are probably great times for both of us. But I do enjoy, y'all's show. And
okay. So that was his reference. Apparently, Nikki Bella, not apparently, she tried to say Stephanie Vacour's name and butchered.
Right. That's right.
Gotcha.
That was his reference. I did forget about that.
I forgot about that too.
Mainly because I tried to forget a lot about Nikki Bella.
No, I just like, and so that's the one name I thought was missing from this. And because
she is one of the bigger stars.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've enjoyed that. I enjoyed Evolution. I thought that was great. It was great to see the women on the forefront. But let's also be honest here. It was great to see them take that and then run with it.
Yes.
Like had they all been mediocre matches and we were all like trying to defend it, would have been terrible. But the fact that it was just quality that night and then like a match of the year candidate, that's awesome. So that's why
one of the better PLEs they put on all year.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, they went up against a really good AEW the night before, and I really think those women wanted to show up and show out during that PLE because even my wife, who she watches all the PLEs with me. She don't watch wrestling all the time, but she'll sit there and she'll go, "Holy crap, man! Thank you for letting me watch this one." Like, damn, that was a good match. That was a good match. We watch AEW. We watch AEW, and she's like, "Nick, you can watch this. Yeah, you can watch this. I'm good. It's just not happening." Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching the AEW pay-per-view that day, and I was kind of watching it on my phone because we had some other stuff going on. My wife looks over at my phone, and it happens to be the point where Hangman's stabbing John Moxley in the
my
forehead
wife
with a fork.
Yes.
And she's like, "What the hell?"
My wife was like, "You can have that. That's all you. Okay, that's all you. I'll stick to WWE." All right, cool.
I'll just know more people anyway, so I'm not branching out past that right now. Even if the wrestling is good, but it's nice to know some of these people, but also see the wrestling is getting better. There's like several picks in there I made because I'm like, I just like the way this person wrestles better than the other. Forget storyline. So
exactly.
I'm down. We appreciate y'all doing this too, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And we appreciate you guys coming on. I mean, we think it's a good concept. Obviously, we had somebody comment earlier. I think TC commented that this is one of the more entertaining shows he's seen, and he watches all of our shows. So thank you guys for coming on and
thank you for having
being
us.
Good sports about everything and taking in all the information, having some fun with us. Obviously, we're all friends here, so that helps. But we also want to make sure they know where to find you guys. So if one of you guys want to tell everybody where they can find you.
Go ahead, Herb.
Okay. So tomorrow night, it's the birthday party, so I will be occupied. So Raj is running solo, but usually Saturday night, 7:30, we run our Herb and Rodg After Dark show where we start off with one subject and we end somewhere way over here. And we
it's amazing.
So, yeah.
So it's kind of like the running every week.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's so much fun. And then, of course, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time here, and also streaming on the Bama Standard Network is our main show. So, and as Mike said, man, just go check out our channel. Got a lot of stuff coming up. The Ragsdale Rumble, the Bama versus the World segment. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up. So
appreciate you, Jay Bake.
Jay Bake's a good guy.
All right, Jay Bake.
Jay Bake will be in Florida too, so we'll be hanging out with him down there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And again, thank you to everybody in here for helping us hit 400. Like Raj said, we're aiming for 500, but we don't want to skip over any milestones. We do greatly appreciate it. I honestly wasn't going to say anything yet because when Raj and I were texting, it was 401, and two people all of a sudden unsubscribe and you feel like an idiot. But we've kind of gotten past that, so man, we appreciate it. And I recognize every name that's over here, and you guys have always been a big part of it and always supported us, man. So we just appreciate it. We appreciate
everybody. Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Dave. Make sure you check out the show. Raj, you want to tell us where they can find you on some of the other socials?
Everything at the Herb and Rodg Podcast. Herb and Rodg Podcast. We're on TikTok, the Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it.
Talk about your TikTok stuff, Raj. You've been killing it on there, man.
No, we're both on TikTok, Herb and Rodg Podcast, and also Bama Rodg, B-A-M-A Rodg, R-O-D-G on TikTok. Check us out there. We're trying to figure the whole TikTok thing out. It seems like it changes almost on a daily basis. I still have no idea how to figure that thing out, but we're working on it. So we appreciate all the support.
I feel you. I just post some sniper videos from my GTA. You know, just sit there and
Video
watch me
game
snipe.
sniper.
Yeah.
It's got to be more.
You know what?
That's all I do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh,
imagine Fred as a sniper, like sitting up there and having to just be still and wait for his target for hours.
That wasn't.
If my target's not here in minutes, I'm out of here, guys.
No, that
Come on,
wasn't.
bro.
That wasn't as hard as you think. I used to just go to sleep. I'll be laying there. I would. They'd be like, okay, you guys sit here and you have to crawl and not be seen. All right, cool. I ain't moving. Gone. You know, like, fuck them. Yeah.
Definitely check out everybody on TikTok. We are all on TikTok. You also have the Herb and Rodg Podcast. You have SP3DROCK over there. You have @_BMike27. All of us are on TikTok. All of us are on X. All of us are on YouTube. Make sure to follow the Herb and Rodg Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to us. If you're new to us from the Herb and Rodg Podcast, thank you. Please subscribe to the Running Wrestling Podcast. We are also trying to get to 500. We're a little bit behind. We just hit 210. So we're trying to catch up to these guys, trying to be just as great as the Herb and Rodg Podcast in the wrestling realm. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on. I always love when we get to do shows together. Be sure to see me a little bit more on the Herb and Rodg Podcast coming up during football season too, as we host, Bama versus the World, the Ragsdale Rumble. You can also catch me on Chair Shot Sports a lot. As soon as we get off here, I am jumping over to do the SmackDown Shakedown any second now. I'm sure John's probably waiting on as we go.
Bad, man.
So, you're good,
hey,
man.
Herb, I got to get off here. Stop talking. I apologize. I would have brought up all that rock stuff, man.
John knows 100% what the show's going on, so we're all good. But we will sign off. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you everybody in the comments for being with us. And it's going to be a great weekend of wrestling. Make sure you're watching SummerSlam. Hit us all up on our socials. Let us know what you think of the matches. As always, have a great weekend and enjoy some wrestling.